Good afternoon and happy new year, everyone. Welcome to today's prediction week on Beyond the Ordinary show. And we're going to dive straight in with Debbie Johnson. If y'all already know Debbie, but if you don't, she is one of the most amazing. Oh my God, I'm excited and giddy talking to Debbie right now for different reasons. One of the most amazing psychics, angel communicators, mediums, but also one of my favorite people on this planet, truly. And so it is an honor to have you on today, Debbie, as we get into this special week that we've created on Beyond the Ordinary, because I really wanted you and a couple of people that I feel very strongly resonant to guide just not through predictions, but through the faith and hope and the upliftment of what you carry through your embodiment into not something that we have to prepare so that we can continue to try to be safe, but into really where we're heading in consciousness and how we're empowering ourselves through truth
Yeah.
and through love. And so thank you and welcome to today's show.
Oh, I love it, John. I love that that's what's going on today. I'm in and I'm excited and thank you for having me.
Mm. So as we get into, and y'all, we're gonna go into live Q&A. We're gonna do a lot of those today. I
Mhm.
want to touch on a couple of things for themes for 2024, and we'll do that. But if you want to ask your personal question, raise your hand in the chat box, or you can type your question in the chat box as well. And we're going to go through as many questions as we can with Debbie today. And also, there's an opportunity to book a session with Debbie and to have some other amazing resonance tools, I'll call them, that Debbie's created so that you can get in alignment with the truth of the divinity and the love that you are through connection, through play, through dance, through communication with angels, through communication through the other side. So again, all that will come up in the special offer. But again, if you know that you want to book a session, April's put the link in the chat box now. Click on it now, go through it, and then maybe we'll also have time for your personal call later as well. Um, Debbie. Is there a theme that's coming up for 2024 or a semblance of a theme that maybe you may be feeling?
Miracles.
Oh, I love that. Tell me more.
I was telling you on January 31st, or sorry, December 31st, on New Year's Eve, I felt like a shift. And it felt like things that our minds might not feel like are possible. We're going to start thinking that they actually are. Our consciousness shift enough to think, oh, yeah, that's actually possible.
Hmm.
And that was for everybody. I felt it for everybody.
Wow.
Miracles are possible. And if we think that, we can create it. And that would felt very powerful on New Year's Eve.
Mhm. Someone just wrote, I'm a yes to true love. Like they're open to that miracle. I love that. And there's something coming up in that theme also. I feel this, for me, I feel this open-heartedness.
Hmm.
But it's like I know I've had an open heart before, but it's like something came in and like thump, and showed me how much more widely it can open. And it's been running through me so embodied in the way that I've been showing up and how I'm experiencing my interaction with my partner, with other people, even in the things that may seem like transgressions, just understanding it or having a relationship in a different way that doesn't condemn it so that I
Mm.
can damn it so it never comes back. Um, but more seeing it so we can all evolve through it. So it's so interesting that you're bringing in again this awareness of miracles. Um, in those miracles, what guidance do you have on how we can be in relationship with those miracles? Do we ask? Do we have an intention that we hold? Do we need to let something go? What's running through and how we can be in relationship with it?
Well, I actually think it's going to be easier to create them. because
Mm,
our consciousness won't go to the negative. It'll actually go more to the positive, that it's actually possible. Like there's a shift with our how we're all going to be thinking that miracles are actually possible. So it's not going to be as hard to create them.
mm. So we're becoming more in alignment with those miracles. So we're becoming
Correct.
those miracles.
Yes. Higher consciousness, higher vibration. And you're glowing, John. You're kind of gold. You're kind of gold tonight.
Well, I'm giddy tonight, so it's good. And someone just wrote, Debbie, you look transformed. So, y'all, there's something in the water. Drink it. Trust me.
Yes.
Um,
That's awesome.
and for me, I've been getting, again, just on a continuous basis, how important joy is right now.
Mm, true.
The importance of joy and for me in creating those miracles. Um, and I just keep hearing as different things are happening in different collectives. Again, we talk about the collective, but there's different collectives,
Yeah.
right? And we can be in the collective that doesn't have to feel shame or guilt or like we have to hide our joy. There's purpose in our joy for the collective. There's a state of being and a reverence that we get to experience and become in that joy as a portal for others so that they also may know what's possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are the angels sharing anything with you lately or anything? Is anything coming through for clients that seems to be more of a universal message?
Well, the heart's opening more. And I think you touched on that a little bit. People's hearts are more open. And that to me is the basis of all healing. Of
Hmm.
how to heal anything is through the heart.
Hmm.
Sickness, trauma, it's all heart based. That's how we heal and heal each other.
Hmm.
So the heart's more open than it ever has been. So there is, I mean, we are in a heart centered energy completely.
Hmm. Is there anything, again, as the heart opens, again, tendencies in the past would be to close it or to contract it or to be extremely boundaried so that our heart doesn't get hurt because it's open so much. Um, how do we open our hearts so much and not get into those elements of boundaries or of thinking that we have to contract or be vigilant around that open heart?
So angels will never give us thoughts of fear, guilt, shame. If your head is there, just know those thoughts are not coming from angels. And if you can quickly dismiss them and go back to like, what is love saying? What's the under voice underneath the guilt or fear? That's angels. And that's the heart.
Hmm. Beautiful. It's so simple, right?
Yeah.
Y'all, I hope y'all are not just hearing this but listening, right?
They feel it.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful. So a couple of questions of what ifs perhaps because it's a big year. 2024. There's astrological events obviously which always happen and I'm curious if you have like seasons of like part of a roller coaster ride that we may be going through. And of course the US is going into a period where there's a major election happening.
Mm.
Um, and things that were experienced in the last election and how much chaos or how much it brought up in from different people's nervous systems in whichever way they may have reacted or even empathized with the reactions because our empathy also carries a wave of what's happening in the field. So again, curious if you have anything to share about again the different seasons that we may be heading into and also what might be becoming available during this next collective decision here in the United States that we'll be making in November.
So it's interesting you bring up the election. My feeling is things change prior to the election. There's a big
Hmm.
shift before we even hit November.
Oh, interesting.
It could even happen as early as May, but it's before the election there's a shift. And by the time the election comes, the shift's already it's already in place.
Hmm.
So the timing of the normal, changing of the guard, I feel like it's earlier than we're expecting.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. I love how you're tuning into that.
It
And if
it
we're
just yeah, it feels earlier.
okay, and that's part of the seasonal things that are happening.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm curious if you've asked your guides or the angels or whoever you're tuning into, like, again, we've had a couple of wars coming up that are obviously affecting so many people.
Mm.
Um, and I'm not curious as to when it's, of course, I'm curious as to when resolution is going to come into place. Um, we always want those things that are uncomfortable and suffering to pause, but I also think it's important to ask why. Do the angels have any guidance as to why?
So when you asked that just now, I heard divine order. So
Hmm.
there is some divine order to the chaos right now. It's going to cause things to land the way it needs to. Now, I don't feel like we're far off of a resolution with Israel. I
Hmm.
don't feel like it's far. Ukraine could be longer. But with Israel, I feel like I actually felt like it would happen in December. So it could happen any time now.
Hmm.
Sometimes the angels their timing's a little vague, but it felt like it should have happened in December, which means it's going to happen soon. Some kind of peace or resolution.
Hmm. Yeah, from your lips to God's ears is what I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like it's on the way. And I had an interesting vision that Russia attacked the Hamas.
interesting. Okay.
And that's what helped get peace.
Hmm.
So I feel like that changes a course, unexpected course.
Hmm.
Um, it just feels eminent.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it feels
Uh,
eminent.
I love that. I love the vision on that. And one final question before we start taking live calls, and this may roll into something else. There's there can be a lot of predictions about stock markets and climate devastation and all those that the readings that People Magazine or some of the psychic magazines pull out or something like that.
Yeah.
Those type of lists, but on an individual level, rather than looking at it's like, oh my God, look at what happened in India with the tsunami and the devastation. It's what's the messages that we can receive, or how is it that we can take those events and take the meaning of those into our personal lives so that we can become the consciousness that we wish to see in other places.
So the most important thing is to stay really centered inside of you when these events happen, because angels will guide you on how to navigate through these internally. And if we stay inside more than outside, get information outside, but go inside, you get a lot of guidance on how to navigate these situations,
Hmm.
be it family or, war, trauma, stock market. Um, I do have a little vision of the stock market again, around
Oh, share
March.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, around March. I feel like there could be a bit of a crash in March
Hmm.
that causes gold to go up slightly and silver right under it, and they kind of stabilize. Is it a bad crash? No, it's just like a drop, enough of a significant drop. and causes gold and silver to stabilize a little bit more and go up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you think you receive those messages?
I always look for patterns when I talk to people, and that one has been coming up a lot, like over and
Okay.
over, and as a general message.
Hmm.
Same answer, you know, but it felt like a something that would be helpful to people to kind of navigate and move things around and watch, like right
Hmm.
before March, and kind of see what's going, you know, feel it out and maybe move things around a little bit.
Wonderful. Oh, I love that. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right, Debbie. This is amazing. Y'all, you can ask us a lot more questions. We're showing up here
Yeah.
organically on these calls for the predictions, but I wanted y'all to experience Debbie, for us to play together, and for y'all to have the opportunity to have a reading at the beginning of the year with the new year, um, with Debbie. Um, we could have waited another month to invite Debbie, but it's like how fun to do it now, and to get into this. And we're catching Debbie in this glow right now. So let's take advantage. Not that you're not always glowing, but there's like an extra umph right now radiating from you that I can tell. So super wonderful. If you're all are ready, we're going to start taking questions, and I need to start um, putting people on as panelists. So y'all, as I start promoting you to panelists, I will call on you, I promise. And in the meantime, April, put the link to the special offer again, the opportunity to work with Debbie, in the chat box, and y'all can click on that, open it up, start booking your session if you want to do that. We'll review it here in a little bit, but we'll start taking live callers here in about 2 seconds because y'all are joining us now. So as we go to here to participant, who is some of my video people that are showing up, and Jeanette, welcome to the call. And Jeanette, let's get you to start your video again.
Yeah. Oh, it's not coming back on for some reason, the video. Huh. Can you
You
hear
can
me?
ask a question from there. We can hear you great. Yeah. What's your question for Debbie?
Oh, thank you for taking my call, both of you, and everybody. Happy New Year. I guess whatever comes to you. I've had some transitions. My mother just transitioned on the 17th of last month, and I am in the process of trying to buy her house. And then I've also got a lot of hip and back stuff coming up. I don't know if they're related, but just anything that you get that could be insightful or helpful.
Well, the first thing I saw, Jeanette, was change for the better. So there is a shift for the better regarding the property and how you feel. And I also picked up, are any of those symptoms similar to your mother's?
Hmm.
Oh, interesting. I don't think so, but I will definitely explore that. Yes.
Because some of it feels empathic. And when we have a loved one on the other side, we can empath their symptoms in our own body.
Okay.
Is anything going and coming? Like it's there and then the next day it's not there, or sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. That's a good way to tell.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'll explore that. It's only been about 4 days, but really intense, and it's an old pain. So, but I'll explore that. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like she's in your aura, she's around. You can try something right now. Angels, release what's not mine, and tell me if you feel a shift.
Hmm.
Angels release what's not mine. A little lighter, yes.
There you go.
A little lighter.
So that's empathing. We can empath those who are here and on the other side. And I feel like your mom really just never left you. She's been hanging out.
Yeah, thank you. I feel
Hmm.
that. So thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for calling in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's continue. Vanessa, welcome to the call. And let's get you, can you find your mute button, Vanessa?
Can you hear me better now?
We can, yes, welcome.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Debbie. How are you?
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks for calling on me. I just, I actually don't know. I kind of want to be selfish and ask the question for myself, but I was
Then do
wondering,
it, please. Yes.
Yeah.
if
Please.
maybe there was an archangel that was possibly, or an angel that was possibly getting their wings that might want to be helping guide me through some of my next phases. And I know I can call on any of them, but I was wondering if there was one or two in particular that are stepping up their game in evolution, just like we are.
Gabriel.
Okay. Okay. I love it.
He's
you.
one of your guides. He's one of your guides. That means you're a messenger to the mass. You have some kind of message for the masses. Gabriel's coming through you big time.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Message for the
I'm gonna
message
take that and run with it.
Yeah.
message for the masses. That would tell me also to also be comfortable speaking your truth.
Mhm.
And to asking for asking for support, because the reciprocal relationships, to meet the polarity of wanting to be of service so much, we also have to be willing to receive others being of service to us. And so the vulnerability, the tenderness, and the faith that others can actually do it, it breaks a lot of programming of our history, right?
Thank you, John. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Feel it in your heart. Beautiful. Okay. How about Kim Morello? Hi, Kim.
Hello?
Kim Morello.
Hmm.
Hey, Kim. Can you unmute your microphone?
Are you talking about me?
I'm speaking to Kim Morello. Kim Morello. But Kim's not unmuting, so let me go to, who is this person that's saying, are you speaking about me? I can't see you on.
Oh, there's Kim Morello. This is Kim.
Oh, hi,
Stasia.
Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Hi. How are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Wow, I can't believe you picked me. I'm not. I guess I don't even know what to say. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm really. Stop. Oh my God, my dog's on me here. I can feel this surge of energy within me. Like there's something big happening, like for me this year. So, like I'm really stepping into something big with myself. So, I wonder what you see, what you pick up.
I just saw you're going to follow your heart. You're going to do what you love to do and not what logic tells you to do. You're going to step out of the logical, thinking and do something you love.
Okay. So do you see that I have like a big purpose here to do?
Angels, the angels guide us with our purpose.
Yep.
By what are you drawn to? It's just natural. What are you naturally drawn to?
Right.
What makes you happy? That's your purpose.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Right. I don't know. I've been on this journey for quite some time, and I feel like this year is going to be it. Like I'm stepping into my healing, like serving others. That's really what I feel coming.
Do you know what that looks like?
What's that?
Do you know what that looks like?
No. I guess I'm trying to figure all that out right now.
And that's where Debbie is going. Debbie, I interrupted you, but I asked that question because I had a feeling. So Debbie, please take over. Yeah.
Oh no, that was a good question. Your purpose kind of bites you in the butt. You don't have to look for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But follow what you're drawn to.
Right. Okay. I've been doing that. I've been doing that all along, kind of, so, but I just feel like, okay. Yeah. I have to continue, I guess.
I pick
Right?
up you're a reader. You could read. You can
I
do like
could.
readings. Yeah.
Well, I'm very drawn to all that.
Yeah.
So, like I listen to that kind of stuff all the time, but so, yeah. Okay. All right.
If you're drawn
Well,
to it, put
go
more
ahead.
time in it. Pick up a deck of tarot cards and play with it. Start guessing who's calling you on the phone. And I love that you're asking this also. That'd be one of my big messages for the year, like the themes, is that we really have to resonate in joy. Again, that purpose of joy, being in the eminence of it, navigating it, allowing it to become alive in us, and making decisions from joy. And how do we find that? Well, we get to be with it, and joy somehow seems to find us when we're open to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like I feel like this year, like, I mean, like I cleared out so much stuff, like, and I'm around like new people in my life. Like a completely, like I have a new life. Totally. I'm not even around any of the people that I grew up with or anything. Like I've come into this like my new me. So,
That's awesome.
and I'm going to tell you, I've been flying high around those people. I mean, I just feel amazing. Like I can truly be myself. I don't have to hide or anything. It's just been wonderful this last year. So, what I feel like it's been truly amazing. So I can't imagine what else is going to come,
Maybe you're not supposed to. Maybe you're not supposed to. I'd recommend you do a reading with Debbie, going a little bit
I
more
think so
deeply if
too.
you're
I feel that
registered.
too. I feel drawn
Take
to do
advantage
that
of it.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Love, thank you so much
a
for
long
calling.
time. Yeah, that I've had a reading done. So that would be probably a good thing then. Yeah.
Amazing. Blessings to you on your new year.
Yeah,
and
thank you
congratulations on your new experiences. Debbie,
you.
it's really
Kim.
interesting.
Yeah.
And
Thank
Debbie, you
you.
said this earlier, but I think you're probably, I know you're experiencing it. And I'm having the experience of it also. It's those things that are in resonance for me to do. I can try to chase it, but that's not going to do anything. And chase. Like, okay, nothing's happening.
Right.
And I'm finding that they're coming to me. They're coming to me. And in that, it's just the receptivity, like in that open heart receptivity, not just in the giving, but in receiving, y'all. We're going to discover just how abundant our world can truly be, because we'll truly be receiving what's rich for our hearts and for our being, not just what's consumeristic abundant, which is quite different. Kim, thank you so much. I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself as I call
No problem. Thank you.
As I call on Cindy Jarvis. Welcome, Cindy.
Oh, hello. I can't believe I got on.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Debbie. Hi, John.
Hello.
Hello. I love you guys.
Mm.
Hey, Debbie, I wanted to ask you if, of course, I wanted to know what messages are there for me, but really in particular on the U equals me movement. Any big messages? Any big breakthroughs?
So it's funny, I heard March. So the month of March is significant with your movement. And I also heard Father loves you.
Really interesting.
Kind of at the same time, I heard someone in heaven go, Father loves you. Like a big hug.
Yeah, I know who that is.
And
okay.
Yeah, around March, there's a shift with your movement. I'm hearing more public. It's more public, if that makes sense. More in the public, more media.
Is there something that I need to do, or is this about allowing this time?
I think it's going to come to you, like John was talking about. It's going to, like an opportunity. It feels like media, like, hey, do you want to do this? It comes to you.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? You've always been right. I love that.
Awesome.
wonderful.
I'm excited then.
Thank you. Well,
Amazing.
I'm going to book a reading with you, so we'll chat shortly.
So good to see you, Cindy.
Awesome.
Good
Blessings,
to see
Cindy.
you. Thank
Great
you,
to see
John.
you. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
very welcome.
Bye-bye.
It's great to have you here. Debbie, something that I want to address, I reached out not too long ago because I was going through a period of contraction. And you'll, that contraction, it's not that contraction doesn't happen. It's the relationship that we have with it, but we don't have to have the relationship with that contraction by ourselves either. We can reach out for support and to bring us into resonance, or to bring us into compassion with ourselves and empathy as well. And sometimes that's just the way through into what wants to come our way, as again, as we shift our perspectives of the history of fear, of disappointments or heartbreak that we may have had, into what might be showing up in this place. What's been your experience with that, Debbie, with clients or in the field?
Well, I know myself, I've reached out for support. It is good to connect and get, angels speak through many voices. So when you reach out, that's literally opening your heart. Like, okay, I'm open to sharing, or opening to hearing what someone else might say and how the angels speak through them. It means you're open.
Yeah, they certainly spoke to you, and they put me in a much more grounded place that allowed me to be into this beautiful heart open space that I'm feeling right now. And I tend to ride this wave for as long as I can, trust me. But what's also beautiful about that willingness is that once we experience even that 1 degree extra, it always lives inside of us, and we know that we're able to stretch that much more further because of it. So once it's given, it's always ours. And how wonderful is that? We just have to keep remembering and open up to receive support from others. And sometimes even receiving another, it's our gift to them simultaneously. So there's so much reciprocation in the energy that's occurring right now, again, in a collective unification consciousness on how we're all taking each other home in different ways. So again, so beautiful. We're going to get to special offer in a second, but I want to take another caller. Your special offer is amazing, but D, I am guided to go to you. D2 Bryce, in case there's a lot of D's on the call.
Hello.
Hi,
Thank
D.
you. Hi. I
Hi,
really
Dee.
love, hi, Debbie. I love how you just said reciprocal. About a year ago, I'm choosing to wake up differently every day, and I went and got a massage therapy license, and I'm working in the healing modalities now, and I'm actually headed to Hawaii to do some continuing education in that. And one of my purposes, before a year ago, was I had a lot coming in, a lot of, I guess, like clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant. And I was a little rattled, maybe just relearning a new way of being. And I am just settling in more and more as I'm able to practice and have a person on the table, and I am able to accept and open up this energy that I see. And I'm just learning how to be effective with it and enjoying it. Feels like a life path. And I'm just wondering if you're getting anything from that. And I do feel it's reciprocal. I feel like every time I'm able to open up and be a conduit, or like available, and just be out of the way while I'm doing a treatment, I feel like there's just as much of a healing and a learning, like a common denominator that I'll have for each time I have a session with someone. So, but I guess just learning this guidance that's coming in.
I love that you just said that, because I feel like angels work through you because you're allowing them. They work right through you. And when it's like that, it is a circle. It kind of goes through the person back to you, but you're definitely very connected and you're doing the right thing. Keep doing it.
Okay.
I do hear medical massage. Are you going into medical or more like more of a medical specialist with massage?
So 2 days a week, I'm going to a place. It's Asian acupuncture. The woman that owns it, she's a psychic medium kind of as well. And I'm learning so much and like getting these, this like full body chills on a lot of different common denominators. Like, for example, when fibromyalgia, for example, like I'll have different type of situations where I'm getting a common denominator with fibromyalgia. And then there's like a set, like an energy that I can actually just hold. Like sometimes a lot of times it's the hips and maybe like kind of right here. I can just like that's more like a cranial sacral session.
So you're tuning in lots of different ways, medically and psychically.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the right
Thank-
way. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Like, go that way. Yeah.
Go that way.
Yeah, and then keep tuning into like how it feels for you. How it feels for you. And again, my guidance, Debbie, and I'm going to just interject again. It's
I love it.
follow your joy, follow that open heart. That's your compass. If something feels heavy, it's like I've known a lot of people have gone in and tried to extract things from people and do things in the heavy work, and it's like we're all on our old soul journeys, and we're all being empowered to navigate it, and we're all being shown again the reciprocal relationships that will facilitate that through the lightness of our heart, the lightness of the truth of not surviving but thriving within one another. Again, we're not warring with anything else anymore. We're co-creating, we're giving new birth. And that's the consciousness that I believe you're birthing, you're massaging from. So congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
All right. Samantha Schaefer, welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi,
Good to see you
Samantha.
both.
Good to
So
see you,
my
Samantha.
question for you is, I liked John's phrasing of contraction and help through contraction.
Hmm.
I think that's a kinder way of putting it, kinder than the judgments in my head, because I've been living smaller than I want to for a long time due to a health issue that I know doesn't need to be here, but I haven't figured out how to eliminate it or ease it back enough. And I would say the biggest limitation for me beyond the energetic is cognitive. I don't absorb new information as well as and as quickly as I would like to, and I have to effort more with my brain to get things done. And I'm just wondering if you have any thoughts around how I can really make a much bigger difference in that this year.
So I feel like there was angels say anesthesia or some kind of blackout. Were you unconscious or under anesthesia at all before this happened?
Yes, but that didn't seem to trigger it. It seemed to be triggered by a Lyme disease infection.
The going to the root was so started with anesthesia. So angels are going to clear the anesthesia if that's okay.
Oh yeah, please.
So something happens to the hemispheres of the brain and our aura when we're under anesthesia, and that's going to compromise the aura. It's going to compromise your health, your immune system, but also I feel like it affected like a neuro pathway too. So angels are going to clear it out. And this is Archangel Michael. I'm just going to ask him to release what's not of the light, clear it, and take it to the light now. And they're clearing behind the neck. That's called the mouth of God. That is the most sensitive area where like low energy will try and jump in. I'm seeing a big shift. I'm seeing a shift for you in about a month or so. You start feeling like, oh, things just are working easier.
Hmm.
Not as hard.
That is so
Lighter.
exciting.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you both.
Something that is coming up around different research that they're showing that many of us have a tremendous depletion of lithium in our brains. Lithium. They've done. There was a doctor that I've gone to, and he did a study with about 20 patients, and he found that 19 of them going through these strip tests found out that they were extremely deficient in lithium. The one person who had adequate amounts of lithium in his system was a 92-year-old practicing psychologist with all this vitality and still writing books and all this thing. And so his cognitive function was really functioning at a high level. And the other patients were complaining of lethargy, of memory loss, of having kind of foggy type of consciousness and things like that. So if you look for supplements that have lithium in small dosage, GABA is one that will also help your mood and your nervous system just feel more calm. One in the morning or in the afternoon. I'm not a doctor. You can go check with a doctor. If you want the resource of the practitioner that I use, who's he's a medical genius as far as I'm concerned, a forensic doctor, a forensic naturopath, email us at support@beyondtheordinary, and I'll be happy to send you his information, and he'll do the appropriate tests to gauge your levels. But you may just want to try starting with GABA, and within 30 days you may feel a difference as well in your memory. It could be quite beneficial. So
That is,
hope that helps.
oh, it makes me so happy. So exciting to hear all of this.
Yeah. And
Thank
again,
you
love
the
both.
it.
healings. And I have to say, the healings that come through Debbie and the angels, they've huge shifts for me in different areas. So they've been profound. So come back and listen
And
to the replay as well.
no one has ever brought this up before. So that means it's also very significant to me.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah. Blessings, Samantha. Happy New Year. All right, I want to call on more of y'all, and we have to go into the special offer. Because why wouldn't you want to get a reading with Debbie? Oh my God, the opportunity to do so is fantastic. So April, do me a favor, put in the link into the chat one more time. There it is. Y'all click on that link. If y'all are listening to the replay, if you're not seeing the special offer link when you open up the replay, on Vimeo, just go into the chat box, into the comments box, and you'll find the link there. So that we'll make sure that you're able to access the special offer. But as you've opened that up, Debbie, why don't you let everyone know what they're going to receive for their New Year's Eve Debbie Johnson special offer?
Oh, well, you guys, I'm super excited always to be on BTO. And whenever I do MP3s, they're just available on this show. You can't get them on my website. You can't get them anywhere else. But the special offer has the 45-minute session, which goes by very fast. It's kind of feels like 10 minutes sometimes. And you get information about whoever's visiting you at the time or trying to get messages from the other side, angelic guidance and healing. Whatever you need the most comes through first. And there's 2 MP3s that come with this. The first one is Angelic Empathic Protection Frequencies. Now, this is a sound healing. You just listen to it, it protects your aura from empathing. So empaths, you will love this. All you have to do is listen. The frequencies keep the aura strong. We were talking about the, anesthesia in the aura. Empaths have to struggle a little bit more to protect their aura because they're more sensitive. So this helps a lot. And the other one is a guided meditation. Now, one of my favorite angels to work with is Metatron. Metatron is the best angel to go, what do I do next? And this guided meditation will explain or help you intuitively get a download of oh, that's what I'm supposed to do next.
Hmm.
The Metatron, is guiding you through your thoughts of your next indicated action. And I guide the meditation and explain how to get there on your own. It's very helpful.
Beautiful. When you receive these from Metatron, are you getting a download from Metatron directly and you're translating, or how's that come through for you?
When I ask specifically Metatron, what do I do next? The download would be from him. It might
Wow.
not be right that second, it might be a week later, but it's becomes very clear in my consciousness. That's what I do next. And same for you guys. You'll get that clarity.
There you go, y'all. And again, I love this empath stabilization.
Yes.
I feel how empowering it is and how wonderful that you've offered it there. So again, 45 minutes with you. And again, these transmissions, this facilitation, so powerful to receive. And again, to be able to drop into and receive messages from our angels, our loved ones on the other side, Metatron, our pets. You channel pets, also animals, don't you?
Absolutely.
Sometimes. Who
Yeah.
else who doesn't come through? I guess I should ask. It'd probably be a shorter list. Amazing.
Anything that means something to the person, whatever is important to them, it'll come through, whether it's a spirit guide, an angel, pet, a loved one.
Yeah, so beautiful. And again, I can't speak highly enough of my calls with Debbie. Again, my personal experience of the impact she has had on me in helping me to open up and to be at peace and to be open to more abundance in so many different ways. It's been a gift that I can't put a dollar amount on it. It would never be enough. And to build a relationship and a friendship and a connection, that energetic matching that's always inviting us up to that next beautiful place of our being. It's such a gift. So I hope that you have the opportunity and choose to say yes to play with Debbie and dance in that energy as well. Highly, highly recommended. Again, the link is in the chat box. It's in the comments section if you're watching it on Vimeo, or you can open up a new browser and just go to beyondtheordinaryshow.com/Debbie32. It'll take you to that same page. And with that, let's continue some more questions, Debbie. I love that we're doing so many today. There was a question that came in. Here we go. Joy Perez writes in, hi, Debbie. My mom passed away a few months ago. Wonder if there are any messages that I can take to my family. Thank you.
As soon as you read it, John, I smelled roses everywhere. So there's
wow.
the fragrance. She may smell the presence of her mother. This fragrance, this sweet smell, or even roses. I just smell this. I smell her. So it may be the first way she knows she's around.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And are there any messages from her mom for her that she can take to her family?
First thing I hear is she's okay. She's okay with where she is. She's and there's another loved one with her. I saw the letter L. She's with or joined with someone with an L. That could be the first initial or the last initial of the name, but she's not by herself right now. She came with another loved one that's crossed.
Okay. There you go. Beautiful message. Thank you, Debbie. And thank you for writing in. And then Leanne's writing, I'd like to know if I'm going to create my true male romantic relationship. I've spent the majority of my adult life by myself. I love myself fully and I'm my own best friend, and I feel complete doing life alone in the physical plane.
So I hear yes, and this is part of this new year going into miracles and actually believing it'll happen. So more than ever, she's going to believe it's going to happen. I'm hearing June. So around June, there's a partner, and I hear divine timing too. So there's a reason they meet when they meet.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, because I hear about, okay, you've done your adult life, you love yourself, you're your own best friend. Amazing. And what if we can let the history just go and be open to new? Just, okay, so you've done that and you have an identification of yourself as this. And what if you don't have to be those labels?
Mm,
I wonder what
that's
can be created in the new if there's a blank slate and nothing's been painted on the canvas yet. I wonder who we'd be able to invite in or allow in, or who might be able to see the opening that's created and come to us instead of us trying to create it. So curious.
I
So
love
curious
it.
what would show up in that. Leanne, thank you and blessings to you. Pat, welcome to the call, Pat. It's wonderful to see you here. Yes, you, Pat.
Oh,
With your
okay.
hand raised.
Thank you so much. I love all of you. It's wonderful,
Me
Debbie.
too.
I love
Hi,
you.
Pat.
I'm so honored by you. Yes. And I'm wondering if there's a message from the angelic realm for me.
So you have two angels kind of hovering around you. One is Michael, big
Oh,
time.
wonderful. Yes, I feel very close to Michael.
Yeah, and he's always when Michael is kind of assigned to you, it means you are here to help. He's protecting because you have a mission.
Okay.
But at the same time I saw Michael, you have two protectors.
Oh.
You have a wolf, like a spirit guide wolf, and that's also protection.
Oh,
So you've got some work to do and you're being very protected to do it.
wow. Thank
Yeah.
you. What could that work be?
Well, what's interesting about the wolf is you could be around darker things and be okay. It
Okay.
wouldn't come. Have you felt like you could what the reason I'm going to bring this up is that certain people can handle certain energy, mentally ill, drug use, things like that. If you felt drawn at all to help any of the, addiction, any of those type of people, you would be safe. It wouldn't drown you. And some empaths can't do it, but you would be safe doing it.
Oh, wonderful. I get guidance to do that. Yeah. I love nature. I love walking out in nature and being with the trees and the earth. And, it's kind of cold, so I can only go out once a day, but I used to go twice a day and walk. But thank you for your information. I'm so honored and grateful.
Oh, you're so welcome. Are you connected to Native American energy at all?
I feel like I am.
Yeah, so you might think about maybe helping them, or I don't know, there's some energy around that you could be very helpful. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Native American. Okay.
All right, beautiful. Thank you for calling in. It's wonderful
God
to see
bless.
you.
Thank you so much.
Bless you.
Namaste.
Gail Post, so sweet. Hey Debbie, hey John, you two together are always awesome. It's easy to be awesome around Debbie. It just happens, y'all. We do have a lot of fun together, which is great. So thank you for that reflection, Gail.
Thank you, Gail.
Christina, let's go to you. Welcome.
Hi. Is that me?
It is you, yes.
Oh my God, bless you. I was just trying to phrase this so I could write it, and it's almost impossible. First of all, I am so honored that you called on me. Thank you so very, very much. I would love to know, it may save some time here, if there's information that you have for me, that there's some very severe issues, a couple that I would also like to address if they're not addressed as you bring in what you bring in. And I've had a spiritual focus and have been working spiritual levels and Christ and Archangel Michael, etc., for many years. It's like I was born into a line of love, and that's how my grandparents were. My own family was different. So whatever information you have, and then if I can ask a couple of questions after I'd relate it. Thank you.
And we won't get into a lot of questions. Maybe your reading's more appropriate for that, but let's see what Debbie comes up with, and we'll honor the energy in which you're coming in, and we'll also honor the other people that are with their hands
Thank
up
you.
as well. Yeah.
Well, the first thing I felt was the vagus nerve. Is that nerve is very activated and tight, a little overworked right now. So vagus nerve massage or acupuncture for the vagus nerve would help you a lot. It's going to help the body get out of fight or flight. I pick up fight or flight in the body. And whether your mind's doing it or not, the body's still running from a tiger. And I feel like that's going to cause a huge shift to work on the vagus nerve physically. There's a stress in the body that will help release.
Yeah. See that I know. It's been a chronic PTSD. I have not had the finances to do anything like that. For me, it's been living in an abusive situation where I haven't been able to get out, but it's the self-love issue. Why haven't I, when I formerly had a very successful art career or could speak on peace, what information can I have to break through into self-love so that I can break through this? I'm in my 70s.
Start with the physical. On YouTube, look up a vagus nerve massage and start doing it. And what'll happen is when that calms down, you'll hear your angels better for the next step. And I would ask Metatron, just do the next step. Don't do it all at once.
Okay.
You'll know. She's going to be clear.
Beautiful. Can I give you a small practice? And
Yes.
you can listen to this on the replay.
Hmm.
Step in front of a mirror and step between 18 inches in front of the mirror and look at yourself in your left eye. And every morning, just repeat the following statements. It's a nervous system rewire. It's also connecting to your higher self and your inner child and its presence. And start with it's safe to be a priority. I deserve to be a priority. I can be a priority. I am a priority, and I'm so grateful that I'm a priority. And then repeat those same statements with your name in front of them. Christina, it's safe to be a priority. Christina, you deserve to be a priority. Christina, you can be a priority. Christina, you are a priority. Beautiful. Next set. It's safe to surround myself with people who support me for all that I am. I deserve to surround myself with people to support me for all that I am. I can surround myself with people who support me for all that I am. I surround myself with people who support me for all that I am. And I'm so grateful that I surround myself with people who support me for all that I am. And then repeat those statements with your name in front of it. And then end. And we're going to send out the replay so you can write this down later. I love you. I trust you.
I trust you.
I support you.
I support you.
Christina, I love you.
Christina, I love you.
Christina, I trust you.
Christina, I trust you.
Christina, I support you.
Christina, I support you.
I am here for you.
I am here for you.
Beautiful. Receive that now. Beautiful, love. Thank you for opening your heart. Do this every day in the mirror for the next 20, 30, 40, 60 days. Your action-taking ability, a soul recovery is possible. You'll connect to your inner child and your higher guides in new ways that perhaps you weren't expecting. But it's completely empowering. And you'll find that you'll have a new action taking ability that perhaps you haven't recognized in a while. Blessings to you, love.
Oh, God bless you both. Thank you. And everybody
Yeah.
here.
We'll send out the replay a little bit later. Watch out the replays. The replays are always on beyondtheordinaryshow.com/replay. Yeah, right. Blessings, love.
God bless you.
Ooh, so beautiful.
Thank you both. God bless you.
God bless you. Janine, welcome to the call. Love you, Christina.
Thank you. I love you.
That I'm guessing that's me.
That is you, Janine. Yes, Janine
Hi,
Dubois.
Janine.
Hi, it's so good to be here. Well, because I saw that you mentioned about like predictions, and I don't tend to be big on predictions, really living in the moment. But I am very excited about the work, the unified field physics of Nassim Haramein. I've been following him since 2009. And he's really working on, I don't know if I can get the words, but gravity control and some other things that could really make a difference in terms of energy and being good for the planet and all of that. And then the other thing I'm also thinking about is regenerative gardening and farming. And I'm just wondering if you have anything to say about either of those things. And there are ways that we can support those.
Hey, Debbie, can you hear us?
Oh yeah. I thought she was asking you. I was waiting on
Oh,
you.
I was asking the angels through you.
Got it. Okay. So the way I could hear what I'm hearing is it's scratching the surface of what actually is possible.
All
So what
right.
you just said is it's just a scratch of the surface of what we understand and what's possible. But yeah, it is getting to that point, but it's only a little tiny step. It's
Okay.
just a little piece.
Okay, great.
There's a lot more.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're such a light. It's so wonderful to see you, Janine. Thank you for being on here. Yeah, you just lit up. It's so wonderful to experience. Yes,
She's
thank
glowing
you.
too. She
Oh
is
yeah,
glowing.
totally glowing. So what's this golden light behind me, Debbie? What's going on?
I see it.
What is it?
Gold light is to me one of the highest vibrations, and you're glowing. You're vibrating at a high frequency. I can see it.
Awesome. Yes. Yes, more please.
Yeah,
I
it's a
feel
high frequency. Yeah.
amazing. Awesome. Y'all caught me on a good day. You're welcome. Lisa, let's go to you. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, everyone. So I'm open to whatever wants to come through, Deb. Thank you.
Hi, Lisa. This is spirit guides. A little different than angels. It's coming through like Native American spirit guides, and they're saying don't work too hard. So have you been don't work too hard is the message.
Is it my mind? Because I actually haven't worked for a month.
It could be your mind or what you're trying to achieve. Be open to receiving it more than try. You don't have to work that hard to get it.
Because I'm really up in the air about where I'm going next. So maybe I'm trying too hard.
Yeah, something's coming to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When angels send us something, we have to kind of, even if it's not what we were looking for, check it out. Because when they open a door, it's worth checking it out. Even if our mind is like, that wasn't what I was looking for. Check it out and take it a little seriously when it's handed to you, because angels hand us things.
Okay, good.
Does that help?
Yeah, I hope so.
A little.
I'm just waiting
Debbie,
to see what's being
what,
handed to me.
and I'm going to ask this for you, Lisa, because there's something in what you said that I know Debbie's going to provide some more insight to, but I'm going to provoke it because we have a little bit of insight because we can. There's something up in the air. What if it's exactly where it's supposed to be, up in the air right now?
So I'm just supposed to wait. Is that what you're saying?
Obviously, it's up in the air.
Wait till it falls down.
What's happening in that place of in between, Debbie? Because we're taught to believe, again, this is conditioning, environmental program, that if something is not in a solution, it's a problem. If the answer isn't revealed, there's something wrong. If we don't know what's next, something's maybe working against us.
There's a
What kind?
reason, yeah, there's a reason we're not getting it at that moment, even though we want to. Angels are telling me you'll get what you want, but it's in a different package than what you're thinking. And you don't have to try that hard.
And to get what you want, sometimes you have to let go of what you think you know. Because sometimes you may not even want what you want until you get to the next phase of the discovery of the wants, and they go, I didn't really want that, I wanted that.
Did a female reach out with an opportunity?
Not yet. No.
Okay. There's a female that's going to reach out with an opportunity. Again, it's not what you're thinking, but check it out.
Okay.
There's
Well,
one of my favorite quotes, and it's from a writer. Her name's Mandy Hale, and she writes, when nothing is known, everything is possible.
oh, I like that.
Yeah, I wanted to give that for your heart and for your nervous system. When nothing is known, everything is possible. Be okay. There's an excitement in the unknown, even though it can be hard on our nervous system. But that's why we reach out for support in energetic containers and loving containers like that which Debbie holds, because it provides the calm waters in the in-between state. It's like, oh yeah, it reminds us of the faith that we get to live with, rather than hope it might show up. When we see others that can hold that field steady for long enough just to get to the other side of the shore. And Debbie's one of those people that do it for me. And again, that's why I wanted to have her here on the first week of January for all of us. So I hope that provides you inspiration and hope and faith, Lisa. And there's a lot of excitement to come through and what the unknown is bringing for all of us.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Y'all are amazing. Oh my God. Okay, let's go. Wow, it's still early. I'm working you a lot today, Debbie. Thank you so much. I know we're going through a lot. We'll go through a few more. Deborah Jean, I'm guided to call on you. Welcome to the call.
Hi, John. Hi, Debbie. Happy New Year.
Hi,
Happy New Year.
Deborah.
Hi. I had a couple of readings with you in the past. You helped me a lot. And this year, 2023, was a really rough year for me emotionally. I had a really bad breakup, really difficult situation. I worked really hard to heal myself. And I just want to know, like, do you think I'm ready for a new love, or do you see a new love coming in for me in 2024?
I'm actually seeing some choices, not just one person. There's options.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So that looks like, to me, they're going to start coming to you, different options. Actually, even this month. So you're ready. They start coming through to you. But you have more than one option.
Is there anything about my ex I need to know? He's still emailing me and sent me a text, but I'm not responding because it ended so horrifically. I'm not responding. I don't know where he's coming from. He really seemed to gone crazy. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him really. He became mentally unstable or something. Do you pick up anything about him?
Well, I pick up he's still in love with you, and he feels unsettled about everything. So he doesn't feel settled. When you don't owe him anything, but that's why he's still writing. He's not settled.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to even go there, but you don't have to engage in seeing him or have a conversation if you're not comfortable with it. But I can tell there's not closure for him. He hasn't gotten closure.
Yeah, well, he never really directly apologized. He just sent emails. So it was very, it didn't end correctly, you know. And I felt very strange about it too, but you know, I can't make him call to apologize for the things he did. And emails to me they don't land, you know. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? It felt dismissive almost, given what had happened. So I don't know.
Well, keep your heart open with that situation, and if you feel like you need to say something, ask Metatron, what do I do? You know, what do I do next? And if you feel like you at least have to say one line, you know, you'll know what to do. But
Yeah.
you might need to say something too. It just feels like there's not this closure that needs, you know.
Do you
closure's
think
not there.
we will have the closure? Like,
I think you can. Yeah, I do actually. I do.
All right, Deborah.
All right, thank you
Blessings
so
to you.
much.
You may want to go into a deeper session with Debbie for sure. It's just like there's a
Yeah.
lot of unsettledness. And so
Yeah.
a session may be great for you.
Okay.
Think about it and see what you can do. And remember, any decisions made in fear are maybe not the decisions that you want to settle on. Maybe you can get to a place where there can be curiosity or compassion or just a decision made that, wow, I'm really showing up for myself and that feels good. When you get to that settled place, you know that you're in the right place as best you can, right? All right, love. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Blessings to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Julie, welcome to the call. And Julie, before you ask your question, I want to remind everybody the link for the special offer, the reading with Debbie, the transmissions, it's in the chat box. Click on that. If you're not ready to purchase it, you want to read through it, keep the tab open because once the video is done, the link will disappear. Or open up beyondtheordinaryshow.com/Debbie32 and it'll take you to that same page. And of course, we're going to be playing the replay. I think we're going to do replays for a couple of weeks in case y'all missed it, since we're not starting the new season until later in the month. So we may keep the replays up a little bit longer. If you start getting too booked, Debbie, you're going to have to let me know because I know you've got other things to do as well. But y'all may want to sign up now before she becomes overbooked. But again, we'll be running those long. You can always access replays again on beyondtheordinaryshow.com/replay. And Julie, thank you for your patience and your grace and welcome to tonight's call. And Julie, I think you may need to get you to unmute or we're not hearing you right now.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can, yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you for the opportunity. Debbie, you're awesome. I am honored to ask you a question for the new year. I feel like there's opportunities to, of course, release old and then, of course, create new. So my question for the new year is, what's coming up for me to release? And what's one thing, kind of zooming in for me to create for the now?
So first of all, the whole time you're talking, your energy, Julie, you're a healer. I mean, you radiate healing. So, and I felt a lot of creative energy. So using that creatively, maybe not in the traditional, way of a certain type of healing, but using the healing through creativity. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
that's how I feel like you're going to be the healer that you are, is through creativity. And because you love it.
Yeah. And I don't do it enough, so.
Okay, so that's what you need to do. Add that in more.
Okay.
Make
I love
room for
that.
it.
Yeah.
Is there an angelic that perhaps is coming through to provide some healing energy for Julie to open up more of that capacity, or to surrender more into that aspect of her that's ready to come online more?
Well, the throat chakra is what I pick up with, is more of just being in your truth of what, what's who you are, and being like okay with it. But it's all throat chakra. And that's again Gabriel. That's like speaking your truth, living your truth, being your truth.
And this is what I was speaking about before also. It's like, what if we're no longer our history, our definitions of the roles that we've taken on, all that? What if we unpack that and know that we've read those books, we've mastered them, we've memorized them, and we don't have to hold on to them anymore? If we're no longer that, who are we? Who can we be? If our history doesn't define us.
Nope.
If our history doesn't define us, what becomes available? Powerful, Julie. I'm excited for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's great to see you. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Bye, Julie.
Bye, Julie. Debbie. Oh my God, I can ask you a million questions, and I'm going to let you off the hook. I just want to thank you. Thank you for being here. This seemed like an extra long session today.
It did.
We're actually ending a little bit sooner than we are, but it felt like so full and so much energy is coming in. I want to thank you for the radiance that you're coming in with. Again, this glow that we're all benefiting from on this call, and the inspiration that provokes. So thank you for the work that you've done within yourself and with all the clients, and for all of our community here in BTO, and just wishing you and blessing you and a happy new year as well. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, John. Back at you. And this show, I mean, I feel like the best energy that I've ever felt today. It's such a good feeling. I hope every single person feels that good energy coming through this call. Yeah, really.
Right. Yes.
Sweet. That's the word.
All right, y'all. It's wonderful to see you again today. Remember the special offer. Click on it now, because in about 15 seconds, it will no longer be showing up there, even though you can access it on the replay page. And I just want to reiterate just how much I love each and every one of you. Thank you for gracing us during this time here together. You all are gifts beyond measure. And with that, I look forward to seeing y'all on the next call. Have a fantastic evening. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.